Hi, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Zafran Ajri bin Zahari, and we are from class IC12048. Today, my group will discuss about a husband who is denies his wife to taking a COVID-19 vaccine by using Qawaid Fiqhiyyah, which is we are gonna use the solution of Dharar Yuzal. The introduction. The legal vaccines were created in the COVID-19 era and has been researched by scholars. Even though it was said by the Mufti Wilayah Persekutuan that COVID-19 vaccines should be taken by all citizens of Malaysia, there are some might have their own agendas about the COVID-19 vaccine. Virus COVID-19 was been similarly to as and difficult to the people, and there should be removed and must be replaced with maslahah. Doctors, scholars, and government did make the statement that the vaccine is far from harm and can help to prevent the spread of COVID-19.
The Qawaid Fiqhiyyah that related in this issue is Dharar Yuzal. The meaning of Dharar Yuzal is harm removed. According to Imam At-Tabari, he said that the wife are option to Allah and their husband. The husband should behave well and be responsible in fulfilling the right of the wife, because as best as possible. So a husband should give a permission to his wife to take a vaccination because to protect her body. Why? The vaccination is a form of care the COVID-19 infection that can lead to die. So according to MKI, the uses of COVID-19 should and must be taken by the vaccination group for the purpose of protecting themselves from any dangerous disease. As a conclusion, the husband should not refuse or prevent the wife from taking the COVID-19 vaccine injection for the purpose of personal protection, because there are some opinion that stating that you must take a COVID-19 injection. That's all for me.
Sources of Islamic medical jurisprudence. There are three sources that are primary sources, secondary sources, and tertiary sources. Primary sources. First, the Holy Al-Quran. The word of Allah in Surah Al-Ma'idah verse 32. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم ومن أحياها فكأنما أحيا الناس جميعا. And if anyone saved a life, it will be as if he saved the life of all humankind. Surah Al-Ma'idah, verse 32. In view of the Quranic necessity to preserve life, one may confidently assert that vaccination does not contravene this divine injunction. Although the vaccine is not a cure, no one can disagree that the vaccination should do satisfy the Quranic obligation to spare human life for killer illnesses.
So next, I will continue the next topic, which is how Qawaid solve this problem. So in Islam, it is a duty of a wife to obey her husband. While in this issue, while vaccination is a form of care from getting a disease which is in the current situation, it is to protect against COVID-19 infection, which can be be threatening. In the decision of the Muzakarah, it was stated that the law is on the use of COVID-19 vaccine should and must be taken by the designated group. Point number 2 is prevent from neglect or fright and responsibilities that could cause collapse and confusion to a cause in the household. Based on Surah Al-Baqarah, وَلَهُنَّ مِثْلُ الَّذِي عَلَيْهِنَّ بِالْمَعْرُوفِ. Based on Imam Al-Tabari, he quoted the word of Al-Dahhak that if the wife is obedient to God and the husband, should behave well and responsibilities in fulfilling the right of the wife well.
Next, we go to the benefits of Dharar Yuzal. When a girl or woman is married, she must obey her husband, that's for sure. But in this case that we studied, the husband did not allow her to take the vaccine injection for COVID-19.
Important principle in Islamic law.
As we know, Dharar Yuzal is one of the important principles in Islamic law. It is because This Islamic law benefits human beings as well as prevents harm to self and society.
Next, aims to educate Muslims about the meaning of breath, mercy, and compassion among human beings, calling on every Muslim to hate tyranny, enmity, and corruption.
The good effect of it is when we do this method, it will highlight the beauty and goodness of Islam. Of course, we Muslims we aim to seek Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala's pleasure, and this is one of the way because Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala loves people who do good and hates individuals who hurt other people unjustly. Allah said in Surah Al-A'raf verse 56, and do not make mischief in the earth after Allah has prepared all that is good for it.
To reject the bad first before bringing the good.
If there is any gathering for any religious purpose or that already have been planned, then it is very risky and it will lead to harm. Whereas the principle Islam is to reject harm. Although congregational prayer, which is Zohor, Asar, Maghrib, Isha, and Subuh, and Friday prayers are rewarded because it is one of the obligations as a Muslim, but in the situation of COVID-19, of which is so dangerous that it can take lives, it is better for us to avoid it, something that causes harm.
It gives peace and confidence to the community after finding out what they are doing is in line with general principles.
Lastly, by using this method, it will help to solve the problem of human life in the best way according to the law of Allah.
In conclusion, a person is allowed to consume any doubtful and prohibited things if it leads to surviving any difficulties. However, the person should take only what is enough and consume with purpose. As what has been said by Sheikh Abdul Aziz bin Abdullah bin Abbas bin Baz, the intense of pain that one's had to go through after the vaccination jab should be outweighed by the greater benefit based on religious interest of purity, which is Tahara. He then using the legal maxim lesser of the two evils to justify for the needs to take the vaccination shot despite the side effects afterwards. Therefore, as a citizen, we should take any commandments from the government as they are the leaders of the country. Hence, any disobedience should be impermissible. Thank you.